This is Shas'vre Maketa. He has kept his title from the Fourth Sphere expansion, despite being on Malkla, given to him by Shadow Sun. He keeps his title so that his men can keep their honor, and follow a Vray instead of nothing, instead of a wanderer. He saw most of his command butchered and skinned alive during the Fourth Sphere campaign when his ship was boarded by the horrors of the warp and their servants. He only remembers snatches of the ordeal, but he and the remainder of his command were unable to save their comrades. All he recalls, besides demons, are winged helms, emotionless red eye lenses, and armor so dark of blue that it appeared black. At least the patches that weren't covered in blood and the skinned faces of his men. But there was more. He had changed somehow. During the battle, he had been hit by a blast of warp energy and had gone unconscious for a few seconds, his men able to rouse him just in time to escape the latest onslaught of demons. Now he walked part of the time in his own thoughts, and part of the time as if he were someone else. He sees places and people that he knows he's never visited, but they all feel familiar. He has yet to uncover the mystery of these visions. His vessel is an escort class Kir Shas'vre vessel, as yet unnamed, though it is undermanned and lacking in supplies. The vessel was stripped of its name when he was stripped of its title. They will both have to be earned again. And that is what they were doing on this Forsaken world. There's no name for it in the star charts. He has no idea what the Imperium, if they were ever here, called it, or any alien species who once may have made it home. They're just here collecting raw materials and supplies. The Tyranids showed up unexpectedly and in smaller numbers than he'd ever seen, but still, there were too many, and they needed to evacuate. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have another campaign from Grimdark Legends. This is going to be the Tyranids versus the Tau on this lush jungle world, a planet with no name, at least not a name the Tau know, and I don't think the Tyranids care what any planet is called as long as they can eat what's on it. Today, for our mission, the Tau are survivors of the Fourth Sphere expansion. So they're a little nuts, and they have their issues, and they have their own goals at this point. The Tyranids, as you will see very soon, are from Hive Fleet Praetorian. And we know from previous campaigns that this Hive Fleet is not more single-minded than the other Hive Fleets, but has a different agenda. They don't just eat. They have targets. They seem to have goals, which makes them very dangerous and possibly very scary. So they are here, and the Tau are trying to get away. They have a battered ship in orbit, and they're going to get transports sent down to pick up some of their gear and the last remaining Tau as the Tyranids descend. So over here, we have our objective. This is a Tau warehouse, is what we're going to call it for today. And here was stored a Riptide Battlesuit, the only Riptide Battlesuit that the Tau from the survivors here from the Fourth Sphere expansion, at least this group, has available to them. So this is a very precious piece of war gear. The Tau that were sent to retrieve this relic have gone missing. They're not responding to comms. So when we go through the armies, I'll go over everything else that you need to know, and then at the beginning of the mission as well. But the Tau are trying to get here with a pilot so that they can get the Riptide out and finish evacuating the planet. The Tyranids do not care about the Riptide. We'll go into what their mission is as we start the game. Here are the Tau forces for today's battle. It's exactly 500 points. And you'll see why in a minute. The astute ones among you who are counting might see those stealth suits over there and be like, hey, that's more than 500 points. Well, we'll get to that in a moment. So the warlord for today is Shas'vre Maketa. So a special thing for him today, he is a Cadre Fireblade, and that's what I'm going to play him as, but he's actually a commander. He has a battle suit, but he's not wearing it right now. So I know it's bending the rules and maybe the fluff a little bit, but that's what he's up to right now, and that's what he's doing. And you'll hear more about his story, or you probably already have heard more of his story already. So he has 2 shield drones with him. Now we have a fire site marksman down here. And then 3 squads of Fire Warriors, 1 of 8 and 2 of 6, a squad of 7 Pathfinders, and then a squad of 3 Crisis Suits. Each, well, 2 of them are packing 2 burst cannons, and then this last guy has 2 plasma rifles. So these stealth suits over here are not actually stealth suits for this mission. They are going to be, 2 of them are going to be deep striking, so I'm going to spend 2 command points right off the bat, 1 on each, because they're each individual units right here. I'm going to spend 1 command point, or 2 command points, excuse me, to put 2 of them into strategic reserves. They are the pilots mentioned earlier. One of them has to get to within 3 inches of that Riptide storage facility in order for me to win the mission. So that's about all for the Tau. We are going to move on to the Tyranids army next. All right, here we have the Tyranid forces, also exactly 500 points, arrayed against the Tau. So Hive Mind, what do we got here?
All right, so the Warlord is going to be the Broodlord right here. He is packing the Renaissance Barb as a relic. So
he's a nasty customer.
Yep, bump up his psychic abilities there. He also is taking Synaptic Linchpin, giving a little bit more range on his Synapse ability. Back behind him is going to be 3 units of Zoanthropes.
3 units? Oh, three separate units?
I'm sorry. It's 1 unit of Zoanthropes, consisting of 3 Zoanthropes.
Got it, okay, got it.
The more psychic oomph. We got the Gene Stealers that Praetorian seems to love so much. 10 of them. They are taking the Hive Fleet
adaptation.
For adrenal webs, so they can, instead of consolidate 3 inches, they can consolidate 2d6.
Tau don't like that. They don't like anything about anything here so far.
I almost took Cormagon, so.
Oh, man.
So then we have the Termagants back there. 18 of them.
The mainstays.
Meat shields, is what I call them. They all have flesh borers, and that is the essence of my unit buildup. The adaptations they're taking for my Hive Fleet, or Hive Fleet Praetorian, is of course the cranial channeling. So reroll psychic test results, and synaptic augmentation, which is the allows rerolls if they're within synapse for fail hits.
Sounds good. And yeah, the cranial channeling, that's you can reroll 1 die per psychic phase, I think is what it is.
Reroll the results.
Reroll the result? Okay, that sounds like, reroll both die.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So,
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. There was one last question. There was the Resonance Barb on this guy. That lets him, does he add 1 to his psychic test and he can cast 2 powers instead of 1?
That is correct.
Okay, fantastic. So that is a scary force for the Tau to go up against. We will be back with deployment and more specifics about the mission next. Okay, real quick update on both armies. We forgot to talk about the psychic powers for the Tyranids, and I forgot a couple things for the Tau as well. So, Hive Mind, what are we doing?
Alright, so the Broodlord, of course, knows Smite, and he is also going to take Catalyst as his 2nd psychic power. Zoanthropes, Neurothropes.
No, Zoanthropes.
Right?
Zoanthropes. Yep, you got it.
They know Smite as well, because they're Smite machines, and their 2nd power that they may never use is going to be the Horde. Make the fish heads run faster.
Oh boy, and shoot worse, which we don't need. Ballista skill 4, as if, I don't know why we shoot as bad as the guard. All right, so, and I forgot to mention over here for the Tau that his Warlord trait for Shas'vre Maketa is a Ghost Walks Among Us. And that has more to do with his backstory rather than a tactical decision on my part, definitely. And also, I'm running a custom sept from the Greater Good book, and my two sept tenants are soldiers in arms, so I get +1 to leadership, and Greater Good is a 9-inch bubble instead of a 6. And the last one, Upgunned. Upgunned is the other sept tenant. So my burst cannons over here have -1 AP instead of 0. And also my relics. So I have a relic here on these Pathfinders. They have the networked marker lights. So basically their marker lights are assault weapons instead of heavy, which that should be what they are anyway, but no worries. I'll just pay a command point for that. And then these three bad boys right here have the stabilization jets, so they re-roll hit rolls of 1 and wound rolls of 1 with that relic. So I am starting the game with 0 command points because I spent 1 on an extra relic down here, and then I'll spend 1 each on 2 of these guys to put them in strategic reserves. The Tyranids are starting with 2. All right, fantastic. Now, I mean it this time, we'll be back with deployment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we are deployed. Now, the tower down here, they have all the fire warriors right here, plus Lord Maketa, and then one of the pilots and the firesight marksman. Over here off to the side, we have a unit of pathfinders. I'm going to try to advance them first turn, get up here, maybe get line of sight down through here for when the Tyranids come down. In reserve, as mentioned before, I spent 2 command points on the pilots, and then I put the crisis suits in reserve as per usual with them. Now down here in the Tyranids, we've got Gene Stealers and Bobby Broodlord right here ready to fly through this gap. And then we have the Zoanthropes and, oh, there's a deployment die still in there delineating the area. And we have the Termagants. So the Tyranids' mission for this game is going to be to find one particular Tau amongst these ones. I'll put those guys in there as well. To find one particular Tau. The Tyranids don't care about the Riptide. They don't care about eating the planet. They're going to eat it a little bit, but only as much as they need to. So, one of the rules for this mission for the Tyranids is that if they get a Psyker unit within 12 inches and line of sight of the Tau that they are trying to capture, I will reveal who that is to the Hive Mind. Now, the Hive Mind's not in the room right now, and that's because I'm going to tell you guys probably what you already guessed, but Lord Maketa is who they want to capture. He has a memory in his mind that you saw earlier. Something got imprinted on him that the Hive Mind of Hive Fleet Praetorian wants. And so the Tau are trying to get the Riptide. The Tyranids are trying to get one of the Tau, and they don't know which one. So you guys know, so you'll be able to watch the game with that knowledge. 1 or 2 other quick things. These rocks, as you've seen in previous campaigns, are impassable. They are considered to be infinity high for game purposes, and they block line of sight, and they cannot be climbed on. Now, this jungle terrain, there are bases, and these bases just count as light cover. If the entire unit is inside, they get a cover save. Otherwise, that's about it. So not a lot of keywords and everything on terrain for this game. Just very simple, very straightforward setup that we have here. So this game will go 5 turns, and then a winner will be declared, and we will see who is victorious. So I will go get the Hive Mind, and we will start the game with the Tau going first. The Tau movement phase is complete, and everybody advanced. So that's the end of the turn. Got a nice 5 right over here for the Pathfinders, and they have a nice lane through here to shoot their marker lights in case that becomes a thing. Got a big 6 right here for these Fire Warriors. So they're out in front. I like that, giving a little buffer. And then everybody else just kind of piled in behind. These guys were a bit of a roadblock because they rolled a 1 or a 2, I can't remember. But that's what we've got. So that's the end of the turn. Nothing's within range. Possibly not even, there's some line of sight right here, but definitely far out of range at this point. And plus they advanced, so can't fire those rapid fire weapons. Okay, we will come back after the Tyranids movement phase next. We are here at the end of Tyranids movement phase in turn 1. And Hive Mind, what have we done here? We advanced everything, it looks like.
Advanced everything. So Gene Stealers decided that they were pretty
the most iconic unit in the entire Tyranid army. No biggie.
I'm sorry, Horgots?
Right?
Anyways, so the Gene Stealers decided they were hungry, and they got a pretty good advance roll moving up.
Yeah, they did.
Bobby Broodlord moved up behind them to use them as a shield, of course.
I'm scared of him. He kills Terminators. Forget that garbage. He kills Terminators.
So our Termagants decided to. They were a little bit less eager, and they did not get a very good advance, unfortunately. So they're erring on the side of caution, which is stupid against the Tau. You need to get close with your flesh wars.
We're gonna have to measure the distance between the two. I don't know.
Might be ugly next turn.
How close I want to get. We'll see what the range is.
And the Zoanthropes are just bringing up the rear as they do.
All right, fantastic. So you guys have noticed this already, but we're playing on a big board, a 6x4 for 500 points, and you know, I like playing on large boards with small numbers of points. Things get tactical real quick, and you have to play with the terrain, and you have to, you got to make sure movement phase is spot on. So that's the end of the Tyranid's turn. Unless, well, wait, you have a psychic phase. Do you want to use it?
Actually, I will, just to cast Catalyst.
Okay, so the Broodlord casting Catalyst on the Gene Stealers. Okay.
So it goes off.
You need 2d6.
Oh, you're right.
So that's a 3.
That's a 5.
That goes off. Yep.
All right, Catalyst on the Gene Stealers.
All right, 5 up, feeling no pain on the Gene Stealers. Fantastic. We're good to go then?
We're good to go.
Wonderful. All right, we'll be back with the Tau turn 2 next. Tau movement phase is complete. So I have not done any advancing this turn. I have simply moved everybody up, including these Pathfinders right here. They are well within 36 inches of those Gene Stealers, and so I'm going to be firing their marker lights soon. And these 6 Fire Warriors have line of sight and range on the Gene Stealers as well. Gene Stealers have a 5 up, feel no pain, so I'm hoping to kill 1 or 2 of them. We'll see what happens, and everybody else just moved. I have decided to keep my reserves up my sleeve, both of the pilots and the crisis suits. So we will be back with you guys very soon with the shooting phase. We're going to fire 7 marker lights now into the Gene Stealers. So hitting on 4s. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, do not need to spend a command point on uplink marker lights. 5 of them hit the Gene Stealers. So now I'm going to take 6 shots, these Fire Warriors, at the Gene Stealers. Hitting on 3s because of those marker lights. Oh, they all hit. Strength 5. Wounding on 3s. That's 3 wounds, no AP. So I need 3 5 invulnerable saves from you. And make 1, and then 2 5 up, feel no pains. Oh, I killed none of them. That was nasty. Okay. Did not get my 1. Yeah, Catalyst was worth its weight in whatever Tyranids use for money. Okay. All right. That's the end of the Tau turn right there. So that was very disappointing, but such is life. So we'll come back with the Tyranids next. Okay, the Tyranids movement phase is over, and pretty much everyone advanced again. Is that right, Hivemind?
That is correct. Gene Stealers decided to hug the wall here, get a little bit out of view. Probably Broodlord follow suit.
Yep, we can look down right here, and the terrain is going to be blocking, and remember, it's infinity high for all intents and purposes, so the Tau cannot see the Tyranids at this point, at least not those Tyranids.
Over here, the Termagants did not. They're still a little slow. I had to use a command point, get a couple extra inches on that advance.
Yep.
The Zoanthropes managed to just keep up with them like they've been doing, so they are following protocol, taking cover behind them.
And they are super close to that 24-inch smite, but just outside.
But I will be using Catalyst from Broodlord onto the Gene Stealers again, so...
Makes sense to me.
Try
All right.
that. That goes off.
That'll do it. Okay.
Catalyst again.
There we go. The armies are starting to come together as we move into turn 3. I feel like we're probably going to see some charges next turn, and as everybody knows, the Tau are not particularly excited about that. So we shall see what happens in the next turn. Tau movement phase is complete in turn 3. They're cagey back here. These guys are veterans of the 4th Sphere expansion. They've seen some bad stuff, and these guys move forward knowing that survival was unlikely, but they've all got 1,000-yard stairs. I think that's exactly what's going on over there. These guys didn't move. They stood And these guys are out there hanging out in the breeze, and we're hoping that we have enough firepower back here to blunt the Tyranid counterattack. And we've also brought in some reserves. We've got our crisis suits right here. They're burst cannons and plasma, ready to do some damage, hopefully, to these 3-up and vulnerable save Zoanthropes. And then over here, a brave pilot has made his way down from that board edge, and he is going to make a run for the Riptide. So we shall see. I actually forgot to explain the pilot's stats. So they're basically non-combatants. They're wearing the armor of the stealth suits. They have a 3-up save and 2 wounds, but they don't have a ranged weapon, and they don't fight unless they are charged. And if they're charged, they have 1 strength 3, no AP, 1 damage attack at weapon skill 5, and they also always fight last. So these guys are not used to that armor, and their job was just to be stealthy, sneak in, and be, the Tau's plan in their back pocket, their ace in the hole, so to speak, to get that Riptide out of here, that very, very valuable piece of war gear. So that's what we've got. These guys advanced. They rolled very poorly, so they will not be firing their weapons. We will come back in the shooting phase with the crisis suits, and then that will be the end of the Tau turn. Quick addendum to the movement phase. The Hive Mind was gracious enough to allow me to move these Fire Warriors forward. I totally forgot to do it in the previous, now. So now we'll move on to the shooting phase. These brave crisis suits, glassy-eyed from all their experiences, are going to fire into that unit of Zoanthropes. So I have all the dice right here. We'll start with the plasma. Why not? Strength 6, AP -3, 1 damage, hitting on 4s and rerolling 1s because of their stabilizers. Oh, okay. 2 hits. Toughness is 4, so wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. That's 2 wounds. 2 3-up and vulnerable saves.
Made 1, failed 1.
Okay, take 1 damage.
Yep.
All right.
Put on Big Brain in the back.
Gotcha. And knocking down my guys over here. So now I'll grab the dice. Oh,
You're knocking down.
we'll be back in a minute. All right, the world has been set of rights, and it's time for the burst cannon. So I have 16 shots, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. Oh, that was a good roll. And even 2 1s to reroll. Oh, that was good. I only dropped 3. That was good shooting from the burst cannons. And they're AP -1 because of upgun, but it doesn't matter with the invuls. So now, strength 5, wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. I just don't want to see 2s, which there are a couple, but that's a good roll. Oh, that was actually pretty phenomenal. 3, 6, 9, 11. 11 wounds from those burst cannons. Hive Mind, I don't think you have enough dice. We'll be back. Okay, 3-up and vulnerable saves. Oh my word, I did not kill any of them. That is really sad. The greater good has been thwarted yet again. Okay, that is the end of my turn. No, it's not. Combat Tau is a thing. Is it? I need to think. I think that's kind of dumb, but I'm also want to put some pressure.
I think I'm in range of that.
I think, you know what, you're right. I advanced with the front units, they can't fire, but I think you're right about those other guys. I will shoot with them. All right, so this squad right here fired their rifles at the Termagants. They hit once and wounded 0 times. So that is the end of the turn. The greater good was quite confident at the beginning of this turn. Now, I'm not sure. We haven't taken a single model off the board yet, and it's about to be the bottom of turn 3. I do believe that there will be models missing from the Tau after this next turn. So we will come back after the Tyranids movement phase. Okay, the Tyranids movement phase is complete, and the greater good, I think, realized it made a mistake. We'll see how the game works out, but I feel like now, when I was watching the Hive Mind move, I feel like the crisis suits would have been better served down here. But such is life. So we have the Gene Stealers moving around this corner. I think we all know what's going to happen over there. And then the Termagants have done an about face and come back to menace these crisis suits. And then the Zoanthropes have stayed where they were so that the crisis suits stay the closest enemy unit so they can smite them. And the Broodlord has come over here to personally deal with the hapless pilot. So, anything to add, Hive Mind?
Nope, but I will be doing my second phase.
All right, let's go ahead and do it.
All right. So we're going to start with the smite from the Broodlord to our lovely little...
Okay, he's dead with Resonance Barb and rerolling, and You'd have to do pretty bad. 4. Okay, well, you add 1 and it's 5.
5, yep.
So, okay. He only has 1 wound. Oh, he has 2. That's right, 'cause he has that armor.
Yep.
So you need a 3 up, and he's dead.
4.
Okay.
Got him.
That ends that.
Now Zoanthrope's going to smite here.
All right.
7.
All right, that beats the 6 that you needed.
Yep.
So roll at D3, and what do we got?
1.
Just a 1? Okay. I will mark that up here in a moment. So we are here. The Gene Stealers have charged and moved in. They got a 5, and so they're able to totally wrap this unit right here. They are not long for this world, unless the dice gods personally intervene. And then the Termagants rolled their charge, and I fired Overwatch. I killed 1 Termagant and got pretty much nothing else over on the other side. So they've come in. The Termagants have piled in, and we are starting with them. So Hive Mind, are you ready?
Yep. 11 attacks.
All right.
Hitting on 4s.
And on 4s.
Not too pretty.
Not pretty at all. That's officially ass.
All right, wounding on 5s, right?
Yep, toughness 5.
1.
No AP. 3 up save.
Ooh.
And I still haven't marked up that guy that I've said that I was going to do. Yep. So 1 guy is on 1 wound left. We'll do this off camera. I don't know. Children might watch this. It's going to be pretty bloody. We'll be back. We all knew what was going to happen over here. What the demons could not do, the Gene Stealers finished. So, but I will say for the Tau, it was not as big of a beatdown as you might think. Like, they almost survived. it was close. It was close. Well, yeah, I don't know. It was closer than you might have expected, but it still was really not close. Okay. So now we are coming back to the 2d6 consolidation because of the Adrenal Web's Hive Fleet adaptation that was purchased.
7.
That's a 7. That is about
probably enough to get back.
That's about 2 or 3 too many that I wanted. So we will move them in, and my guys will hit back. We all know how that's going to turn out, and then it'll be the Tau's turn next. The Tau movement phase is over. We have fallen back right here with these Fire Warriors, and we're going to put as much hurt as we possibly can into the Gene Stealers. Cao Yan has been declared, and I know Cadre Fireblades cannot declare Cao Yan, but that's why we talked earlier about how he's actually a commander. He's just not in his armor right now. So he declares Cao Yan, and so these guys are going to be able to reroll all failed hits, anyone within 6 inches of him who has not moved. And over here, we have fallen back with the crisis suits, and we are going to shoot into these Termagants and hopefully take out a good number of them. So we'll be back with the dice next. All right, it's time to shoot. These guys right here are going to shoot their burst cannons and plasma into the Termagants. They are hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. And here's a 1 to reroll. It's not too shabby at all. So we'll get rid of these. And then they're wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s because of their stabilizer war gear. There's a couple 1s. Oh, no 2s yet. That is all wounded. And 8 plus 4, that's 12. That's 12 dead. They have AP -1 because of upgunned. So that is 12 gone. That was some pretty swift shooting from them. And I'll just go ahead and shoot with the plasma real quick. 4s rerolling 1s. This is looking bad. That 3 is not in there. And strength 6, so 2s. And that's toughness 3. That's 15 dead. I believe that's all of them, isn't it?
Actually, I have 2 left.
2 left? Okay, we'll remove the models and come back. Good thing they're in Synapse, eh?
Yep.
We miscounted over here. There's actually 1 Termagant left. You can see him down there lonely by that tree, the Mother Oak. And over here, we have some shooting to do. Again, at these Gene Stealers, we are going to start, of course, with the marker lights from this squad right here. So, hitting on 4s, and that's 4 hits. I'm going to spend 1 command point on uplink, marker light uplink. I think that's it. I basically have to add D3, so I can't roll less than a 1. So they have full marker light on them. So now I'm going to take 24 shots at them from the. Mind helping me, Hive Mind? Put some of these dice in my hand. My hands are too small to get all 24 at once. Thank you very much. Here we go. And I'm re-rolling all hits because of Kao Yan. So I'm hitting on 3s because of all those marker lights. I pick out these misses. And everything hits. That is awesome. Would you mind helping me dig your own grave again?
More help from your friendly hive mind.
Right? Friendly neighborhood hive mind.
Yep.
One more.
Oh.
It's all good.
All
right.
right. Stay down there.
Wounding on 3s. And that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good to me. Got one more 2 in there. All right, we've got 4, 8, 12, 16, 17 5-up saves. And I still haven't even shot my 2 other guns. Not that they're going to end you or anything.
17?
17. All right, we can roll over here where you're at. We'll come over to this side. We can roll right next to Bobby Broodlord. Come on, Hive Mind. I know you're reluctant. Get those dice. Get those dice. 5-up invulnerable saves outside of synapse. Oh, that's a lot of fails. That's a lot of fails. They're gone.
2, 3, 4 made it.
This game just took a turn.
I think you won, my friend.
This is real. Well, hey. I was saying off camera that I was a little worried, but then that shooting phase was, in the parlance, shit hot.
Bobby Broodlord can do some work, but he's going to be running all around the board to keep pilots away from that thing.
He's a boss, but he's not 2 bosses, and we've got a couple things that need to be handled over here.
Bosses.
Oh boy, the Tau have responded. Kao Yan coming in huge, the greater good paying off. Who would have thunk it in the 41st millennium? We'll be back with the Tyranids next. We've heard that before. Too angry to die? I thought you hated Space Marines.
I love Brother Cry.
All right, I'll buy that. Brother Cry is a chaplain in our D&D campaign. Okay, so.
I got bromance with him going on apparently. So.
Kinda. All right, so we have 5 Gene Stealers here. For the first time in my life, I have seen Call the Brood for 3 command points played, and I can't think of a better spot for it. So I didn't realize, I thought it was within 6 inches of a board edge, but it's actually within 6 inches of an infestation node, which there aren't any here, but also within 6 inches of a Broodlord. Somehow, what is the Broodlord? A Turvagon for Gene Stealers? You know, it just like generates them, and I'm not sure. At least the Turvagon has like space for them to come out of. I don't understand how that happened, but anyway, the Brood has been called for 3 command points, and we have a 9-inch charge here and an 11-inch charge for the Broodlord, and
10-inch.
10-inch? Oh yeah, 10-inch. That's right. And whatever, 3 for the Termagant. That's not important. So these crisis suits are now surrounded. They thought they might make it out. They might be able to jump around, avoid some things, but now they got smites coming from all directions. They've got some Gene Stealer hate coming from over here. I need you to roll some perils, and I need you to roll a lot of perils.
You know, perils just makes my smites that much worse, though.
Well, double 1s.
Oh, you're right.
Yep. So, and these guys down here are now lonely.
Yeah, they are.
So we'll see what happens. These crisis suits, I don't know. We will come back with the Tyranids. Well, we'll just stay. We'll stay with the psychic phase. Where are you starting?
We'll start with the Zoanthropes. Smiting these guys.
I'm sure.
That goes off.
All right. So one's dead at least, and
That's
2.
number 1.
All right. So this guy is gone, and then one of them's on 2 wounds.
Bobby Broodlord, his smite. Goes off.
It's on a 6. Yep, because of the resonance barb. It's dirty.
Oh, another one's
okay.
dead, and one's at 2 wounds, right?
One's at 2 wounds left.
You sure want to move that guy?
It's too late. I already put the wound on him. Yep.
All right. We can move on.
Catalyst, maybe?
Oh yeah, Catalyst. I'm going to use Catalyst on my.
Well, I don't know if you'll need to use it. I could Overwatch and hit you.
He's got plasma guns, so he's got less.
Yeah.
shots. Yeah. I'll go ahead and use Catalyst. It's not going to hurt anything
you
unless
could.
that perils.
Yeah, you could still re-roll a die too because you haven't even used that for your psychic, so you should be good. You have to get pretty unlucky. So yeah, you might as well.
I will use Catalyst on the guys.
Steelers? Okay. All right. You can re-roll one. You can re-roll the test.
Yeah. There you go.
There it is. Catalyst is off. They have a 5-up. Feel no pain.
I can go ahead and do my 1 shot if you like.
Yeah, we're here.
All right.
We're here.
Misses.
Thank God. All right. Ready to charge?
I am.
Let's charge. Starting with Termagant, right? So I can get some kills on Overwatch.
Oh yeah. So that's a 5-inch charge.
All right. Let me roll a 6. Roll a 6.
Ah,
Damn it. Not even a
He
1
gets
to
in, though, with
reroll.
an 8,
Well, now I can't Overwatch your Gene Stealers, which is what I really wanted to do. So.
which is why I charge permanent.
Oh, I know. I know. You wanted to get lucky, and you did.
All right. So they're 9 inches away, which means
You need a 9.
I'm not going to get it.
Nope,
Right.
no command points either. So now 10
Bobby
inches.
Broodlord.
Yep.
There's
Nope.
no way. I saw a 7,
Nope.
like roll
So
6. I was like,
3,
that's not
yep.
possible to roll 7.
Okay, so the Termagant stands strong. Just roll your attack. We're already here. Longest video ever.
I would laugh if he kills him. He got a wound.
I wouldn't.
He's got 2 wounds left?
He's got 2 left. You can't kill him. Yeah.
No wound.
No wound. All right, I believe I have 2 attacks. Hitting on, well, I hit with 1. And then 3s.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's,
no AP. So 6 up save.
Hump him.
Telling you guys, combat Tau's a thing. We'll be back with the Tau turn
One Termagant.
next. Tau movement phase is complete. We have moved towards the Gene Stealers. This Crisis Suit knows that he's pretty much trapped back here between the smites and everything. He will not be able to get away even with his movement and advancing. So he's going to shoot and he's going to charge those Gene Stealers, which I'm telling you, combat Tau, they're coming. We've moved up here, and the front row of Fire Warriors is within range of the Zoanthropes, and the 2 marker lights from the Cadre Fireblade and the Firesight Marksman are both in range as well. So we'll be doing that in a minute. But first, we're going to start with these plasma guns. So hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. And that was pretty good. 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. Re-rolling 1s because of stabilization. That's 2 wounds. AP doesn't matter. Yep, because you need 5s. Take down 2. All right.
Because I don't want you to.
I don't have enough attacks to wipe the squad, because that would be, man, 1 Crisis Suit wiping a squad of Gene Stealers would be pretty fun. So
Love to see that.
over here, we're gonna move to this side. Cadre Fireblade with his marker light hitting on 2s. That's a 1. And the Firesight Marksman, he hits on a 6. Okay, so I'm not gonna bother using the stratagem to add D3 marker lights to the unit because it won't get me anything. I will just be rerolling 1s, which is, I guess, I'll just have to say that's good enough. So this front unit of Fire Warriors is going to fire into them. 4s rerolling 1s, and I got 3 1s. That paid off. Let's see if I get any. 1 more hit. That's cool. Toughness 4 versus Strength 5, so 3s. 2 wounds. No AP. 3 preventable save.
Both.
All right, that's how that ends. All right, I'll just roll my charge right here. I don't need much. I got a 3. That's plenty. And then I have, I'm here. I got 2 attacks. I have 1 hit. And I have no wounds.
So,
That is the end of that. I was kind of hoping for 1 more Gene Stealer to go down.
I am now hitting on 3s or 2s.
2s, yep, because Broodlord. 3 attacks apiece. So you got 9?
9.
Yeah, 9.
Rending Claws, baby.
On 2s.
Ooh,
That's a
was
lot of
ugly. That
1s.
was a lot of 1s. That's okay. We got 5 in there.
Yep. Wounding on 5s. Toughness 5. Only 1 wound.
Damn.
All right, and AP minus 1, so I need a 4. I got it.
Got it.
The Gene Stealers do not take down the Crisis Suit. Oh, I need
It's
to
okay.
move. I need to move
It's
him
okay.
in. Yep.
I don't care.
So there we go. Okay.
This will be handled next turn.
Oh, and I remember I did say that we end on turn 5 this game. I definitely lied. This goes until either someone is identified as the Tau that needs to be gotten by the Tyranids, which obviously it's not either any of the Crisis Suits, or the Tau are able to get to the Riptide. We will come back with the Tyranids next turn. All right, Tyranids movement phase is complete. What have we done, Hive Mind? I have a terrible angle here. All right, there we go.
Massive 6 inches to roll 1.
Yep, they
That's
advanced.
how it's been going. That puts them just within smite range of your Fire Warriors right there, though.
Did you measure?
You shot me at 30 inches. I moved 6 inches closer.
All right, I'll buy it.
I mean, I can measure.
I'll buy it.
Bobby Broodlord advanced. He moved 4 inches.
4 additional inches, so a foot.
Yeah,
Yep.
so actually I've moved him like 10, but that's okay.
All right.
He is within smite range here still, so that is going to happen for sure. And the Gene Stealers just decided to hang out there and do their thing.
Weird.
Weird.
Okay.
All right.
Makes sense to me. What are we doing? Are we starting smites?
With the smite from these lovely ladies, because Zoanthropes are ladies now, into the Fire Warriors.
So I was told. Okay.
Oh, that does not
That's a
go
perils.
I'm going to command point that with my one command
No.
point.
You can just re-roll. Remember your
Oh, that's
your
right.
Hive.
Because my Hive.
Yep.
Mine thing.
Your Hive trait.
That
Okay,
goes off.
9's better.
How many Fire Warriors
It's
die?
gonna be bad.
One.
Just one. Okay.
Just one dice.
That's nice. You can command point that if you want.
I will. I want
Okay.
to kill more.
Roll
Okay,
one.
3 of them.
Dang it. Okay, that's a lot worse.
Thank
Okay.
you for reminding me.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right.
Now Bobby Broodlord is going to try and smite them.
Now I need the double one again because you already used your command point
That's
and
a
your
5.
That's a 5. He needs a 6 because you
Can I
already
only
used
do it
you already
once
used
per
smite. Yes, it's only once for the.
help with anything other than casting another one.
Well, the resonance barb adds 1,
Right.
which gives you 5, but you need a 6 because that's the second smite you've cast this turn. So you actually failed to cast that smite.
That's okay. I have faith in my brood. I will cast Catalyst on him though.
On the Broodlord?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Which
That goes off.
Goes off.
Yep, I think you need a 6. Okay,
okay. We can roll right onto the combat phase. If you
get your
want.
dice.
Night phase.
You get
All
9
right.
dice, and we can handle that. And if I get to hit you back, well, that'd be awesome.
How these little guys
So you hit on 3s now.
I do hit on 3.
Because the Broodlord's more than 6 inches away.
And you got 2, 3 ones, and the rest all hit.
That's pretty good.
Now I need 6s. Well, I don't need 6s. I want 6s. I want 2 6s.
All right.
I get 2 6s. I
Okay.
think he's dead.
That is a dead Crisis Suit. So let me see if he explodes. No, I'm kidding. All right. That's the end of the Crisis Suit. So now we move into the end game. What are the Tau going to do? Who are they going to shoot at? How is this going to work? So
I have a hunch on Bobby Broodlord.
this is going to be ugly.
Oh,
I
don't
need.
forget to kill your 3. Just
Oh
in
yeah,
case, just
you're
in
right.
case you forgot.
I actually kind of did. So I will definitely take them away. All right, the Tau are going to have a think. This is going to be interesting. Which target to go at and what to do. We'll be back.
For me.
All right, guys, the Tau movement phase is complete. I've just moved. I haven't advanced anything. So I think that I'm going to fire at the Broodlord. He's scary, and I'm just going to cross my fingers on the smites over here. They don't happen, and I actually could fight them in melee, although not very well. The Broodlord is a very dangerous customer right now, so that's what's going to happen. I'm going to fire the 7 marker lights from these guys right now at the Broodlord, so hitting on 4s, that's only 1. I'm going to use a command point to add D3 to that. 1 more, so that's 2. Okay, well, I guess the fire site marksman might as well shoot his marker light. He hits, but I only have 3 marker lights on the Broodlord. I'll be rerolling 1s then, so I'll just move right into the rest of the shooting. These 3 right here are... I'm gonna have to measure. I don't think they're within 15, but I gotta check. These guys actually are within 15, just barely, so I'm gonna fire... They're not within 6 of the Cadre Fireblade though, so they get 6 shots from those 3 guys. Rerolling 1s and hitting on 4s. Okay, 4 hits. Or excuse me, they're wounding on... No, your toughness 5, so wounding on 4s. Yep, so you have 4 4-up armor saves. I need you to whiff on this.
I made 2.
2? Okay,
and then
statistics.
5
Oh, that's right,
Catalyst.
Catalyst. I gotta come back over here. I forgot about the Catalyst. I don't like that.
Made 1, took
I
1.
took 1 off. Okay, that's not good. This is not going well. All right.
He has got 6 wounds, or 5 wounds.
6 of these Fire Warriors in the second squad can see the Broodlord, so they're going to fire, and 1 hit. And I can re-roll these 1s, 2 hits, and 1 wound.
Did not make the save.
Catalyst? Where is
Oh,
it?
he
No?
takes another wound.
Alright, so only 2 down from him. Does he have 5 or 6 to start? I think he has 6. Okay, so he's got 4 left. I needed something different to happen that turn, but we'll see what happens in the Tyranid's turn next. Tyranid's movement phase is complete. Everybody advanced, and they got good rolls too. So the Gene Stealers moved up to here. Value Broodlord is right up here, and the Zoanthropes finally decided to move, and they got a 5 on their advance roll. So we're gonna move right into the Psychic phase. This is not looking good after that last shooting phase. I'd feel a lot better if that Broodlord wasn't there, but hey, that's what we got. So, roll your psychic test, sir. Where are you starting?
I'm going to start with the Zoanthrope smiting these warriors. Because your warriors are jerks. And
All right. He makes it. It's a 5.
yeah, that's a 5.
All right. So on a 5 or a 6, you wipe the squad. That's a 6. Okay.
All right. So
there
next
goes
smite
that.
goes in Pathfinders.
All right.
That goes off.
That definitely goes off. Okay. And D3 for
1.
1. Okay.
All right. Now charges. Bobby Broodlord has a 5-inch charge as we measured off camera.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and go with that. He gets in there, very much so.
Okay. 9. Yep. He's in. Are the Zoanthropes going to charge?
Zoanthropes are also going to charge because I heard your challenge and
All
I
right.
accept it.
I challenged him to 7.
I think that makes it.
That should make it, yeah. Well,
Right.
see, I made the challenge not knowing there was going to be a Broodlord.
Well,
It was more of a 1-on-1, not a 2-on-1 thing. So I will overwatch off camera, and we'll get back to you guys. All right, the Tyranids have moved in, and I fired all the overwatch. I did 3 wounds to Bobby Broodlord. He made 2 saves, and then a feel no pain. So that's the end of that. And he is fighting first.
He is fighting first.
He hits on 2s.
Hits on 2, 6 attacks, AP -3.
All right. 8, yeah, 6 is to wound or AP -6,
Ooh,
which is just
that's
unnecessary.
1. That missed.
All right.
And then strength 5, so 3s.
Yeah, 3s.
That's
AP -3,
4
you
dead.
said? Okay,
AP
4 dead.
-3.
So I have I have 2 left in there. So now,
Zoanthropes get to be
yeah,
up on.
Zoanthropes. They have 1 attack each. I think they
They
have.
hit on
I think
5s?
it's 5. So we can roll and see, but yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and 4s.
4s.
They don't ballistic skill 3 because you know they shoot. Apparently.
Do they?
Thanks.
All right.
Ooh.
3 hits. That's bad. All right, got 2 guys left. 1 wound.
1 wound.
4 up save. They make it.
But that is
All right.
going to be morale still.
So there's 2 left. All right, I'll hit the Broodlord back. I miss. All right, that's the end of that. Combat tile's not a thing. I'll remove the models, and then we'll consolidate, and it'll be the Tau turn. Okay, the Tau rolled morale, and we only lost 1, so this guy stands strong, amazingly enough. And it's not the Tau turn, so he, of course, is going to fall back. And I'm going to open fire on the Broodlord. What's up?
I believe I see the last of your army. Who is my target?
Oh, yeah. No, good call. It's Lord Maketa.
Of course.
Of course. Yeah, of course it is. He's the one that you want. But yeah, you have Psyker unit, you have 4 Psyker units within a foot right now. Thank you for the reminder. But yes, you can. The Hive Mind senses that he has the memory that you need. And so that's the way it's going to be. If the Tau, you have 4 wounds left in the Broodlord.
Yeah.
Oh boy, the Tau need a heck of a shooting phase. We'll see what happens. And Kao Yan has already been declared. I could really use that twice, but oh well, we'll get the dice and come back. All right, so we rolled off camera for these Fire Warriors, and they did a single wound to the Broodlord. The Catalyst has saved him. He'd be dead without the Catalyst. So this game, we're gonna move into the Tyranid's turn, but between the smites and charging, pretty sure this game's over, but we're just gonna roll. We could get a bunch of perils. We could have things get crazy, so let's go ahead and we'll move the Tyranids into unfailable charge range, I imagine.
Oh, yeah.
You might want to do that with the Broodlord. In fact, you're probably already there. There's not much to be done, so go ahead and roll the Psychic tests.
So I'm also going to go ahead and recover his wounds with 2 command points on that stratagem. So D3.
Okay. Just roll that. Yep.
He's back to full.
He's at full. That's really bad. Okay.
All right.
Fantastic. So let's roll those Psychic tests.
And I'm out of command points now, just so you know. You know, I'm going to use this die. Go ahead and smite. I want them to be able to smite this unit.
So you're smiting.
We're going to smite with the Zoanthropes here
Okay.
first.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Yep. That's a 4. You can re-roll the test.
Reroll.
Yep.
All
Wow.
right,
Fail.
All
Okay.
right, same deal. That one goes off.
That's an 11. That's a super smite.
Oh,
So that's 4.
4.
That's 4 dead ones. Okay. I'm just gonna take the back rank right here.
That works for me.
So you gonna charge?
I am.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and charge with the Zoanthropes first, and I have to declare I can only charge one unit, or can I charge multiple?
You can charge multiple, but you have to make it into 1 inch with everything you declare.
Okay,
so
they can fly.
That's
right?
true.
So I can jump over and technically make it into this back rank with them to get to your cadre.
You could, yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Roll a 3 or a 4, and okay.
They're good.
Okay, 4. They're in there. Move them in, and then the Brood Lord will have his attacks.
Oops, shoot. Sorry.
That's fine.
As I kill everything.
Yes, well, that is what's going to happen.
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay.
I need to put my 2 wounds back on her. Or my 1 wound back on her. She's at 2.
Okay.
Alright, and...
Get those 6 dice.
He makes it in 3.
Okay.
Alright. Get there.
Yep, he's in.
Alright. So, 6 dice for my Brood Lord and for this unit right here. That all hits?
That's all hits. Okay, that's bad. Everything's auto kill.
So, yeah.
That's the squad.
That's
okay.
the squad.
Yeah, wounding on 3s, and... okay, so that's the end of them.
Yep.
So, I'm going to say that it's over now. Because the Tau... the Tau... Yep, and then we got Gene Stealers over here too. So the third pilot never came in. He was lost in the woods. The Tyranids found him. You guys probably could see there was really nothing. There was nowhere I could put them. They're combat ineffective units, and the Gene Stealers were back there. And even if I put him in over here, remember this terrain's impassable. He can't jump over, and so there's a 0% chance that he would have made it there from the Gene Stealers. So
I just want to reiterate what you said about that earlier. That stratagem. Most useless stratagem in the book. I
did say that Call the Brood is the most useless stratagem in the book, but it definitely won them the game this time. So, hey, what you learn from this is don't talk shit. Is pretty much what happens. But yeah, the Tau were defeated, and the Tyranids have claimed the mind of this Tau right here.
Tastes like sushi.
Now, will he die? We're not sure, because the Tyranids needed him alive for reasons unknown. So there may be another mission in this campaign. I'm not sure yet. So the Riptide has been lost. The Shas'vre has been killed or captured. Probably captured. We'll see what happens. Maybe there'll be another mission. Maybe there won't. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.